Well, now, this here's the ballad of the old 3-8, called Setting to the corner of the Keystone State. It's where I was raised, where I grew till I was old enough to find someplace new. Well, you know, back in the 50s, things was getting hairy. City people were adventurous or just plain scaredy, so they pulled up stakes, took their fate in their hands, and rolled their covered station wagons to the suburban land.
I've gotta have all.
To the 19038. To the 19038. They was rolling to the old 3-8. Well, they came from near and all around, some even as far as Germantown. They asked the old man, hey, how you get to Ardsley? Said left off the Eastern Road, just past Artie. But it wasn't all lily white. They had minorities, still had their own little town, naming North Hills, and we owe our fate to the pioneers. They could have settled anywhere if they could afford it here. This is where they made their new start, right smack dab in the heart of the 1-9, the old 3-8, where things closed up early and open late, except at Rizzo's they was open past 8, or on a night of style and class you just might be at the Casa Conti. White tablecloths, that is, Beaujolais buckets. And after many a nap in the kindergarten and long days playing in my backyard, knowing my clip-on tie looked like a fool, it was time for big boy pants and green to pea school. And there, looming large and tall as oaks, were the fearsome figures in their long black cloaks, with a bare minimum of human flesh exposed to the rabbit, the Ophelia, and the nose. We lined up, boy, girl, marching 2 by 2 down that long hallway to our first grade classroom. Behind us stood those massive wooden doors. Before us stood rows of wooden desks on linoleum floors. Then yippee, lunch recess at high noon. Go get your lunchbox from the cloakroom. And if you didn't get your order in on the right day, no orangeade for you. It's white milk on your tray. We'd play ring-out tag or flip baseball cards on the asphalt concrete playground at 3 o'clock like it was again sublime as we get in the North Hills, Quarry Road, or the bicycle line. For any number of sins or naughtiness in class, they get out the wooden brush and beat your little ass. Stay after school, clap erasers, or clean the board. They had us thinking it was a privilege to sweep the floors. And though I was never to know the juvenile joy to be among the chosen, an altar boy in First Communion's white suit and soles of grape, I still felt like Superman in my little satin cape. We do penance to atone for impure thoughts. We confess and put our coins in the poor box. And if we ever got fresh or were caught talking back, we'd hear that great olfactory drone. Boy, you wanna crack? And there's other memories that will never fade. At the knowing age of 9, it was in 4th grade. There Miss Timmons and Miss McEntee stood as they married me to Debbie Salmon down in Miller's Woods. In 7th grade, I had my first date at the movie house. I must admit I was far less man than mouse. Sad to say I did succumb to adolescent fear, and Rosemary didn't talk to me for 15 years. Well, she'd call my house and she asked me to come, but my arm just lay across her seat till it went numb. My head was screaming, boy, just give her a kiss. 'Cause this brave little girl called you cannot miss. But miss, I did. Miss he did.
Miss he did.
But we had no preschool and no play dates. Just hop on your back and be gone all day. Slick that cowlick down, grab your Sunday missile, and just be home by the 5 o'clock whistle. And this must have been the only place in the world with a college named Beaver just for girls. Why the hell they have to go and change it to Arcadia? I liked it much better when it conjured images of in between the Goodwill and the Cedarbrook Mall, right here in Ardsley, we had it all. We don't need your Wegmans, Whole Foods, or Mega Targets. We can get all we need right here at Joe's Market. And I'll pay cash or he will give me credit, 'cause I gave all my spare change to the Bishop of McDevitt's. But make no mistake, this old place got sold from the Kenyon Diner to the 19th hole. Sadly, Silver's Amato's Deli Store and the Carvel Ice Cream ain't there no more. No Ardsley School, no slot car track or Larry's Steak with a pinball in the back. There's been lots of changes, but I ain't bereft, 'cause it's the outer limits here. It's like I never left. And though I may roam out on the road, I will always return to my home zip code, to one of the 3 train stations in the 3-8 nation. In the Boy Scouts, on the baseball team, making loud music in the streets, hitchhiking in platform shoes, and being featured in the Glenside News. You know, that's all the news that fits. Well, you can take your 90210 and locate it where the big hot star don't go. Coming back, I am a nostalgic fool, but that's just 12 years of Catholic school. They say you can't go home again, but you can try, or at least you can go to a reunion nearby. And for me, there's one place that I did abide, and that's right here in Greater Glenside. And that would be in the 19038. We'd play ball while they would incinerate. In the woods being taught to flagellate. In the 19038. And so raise a glass and shed a tear for all the loved ones who've gone from here. We can do what we do because of what they did. They'll never take the 3-8 out of the Ardsley kid.
Yes, he's the kid
who's from the 19038. From St. Luke's pews to the Rosalind Mews. The 19038, where Jeffrey Haas in naught but hat went streaking around the laundromat. Yes, the 19038. We didn't live in palaces, but we had Johnny Callis in the 19038. Better improve your demeanor, 'cause here comes the Monsignor. The 19038. And though our penmanship gets raves to this day, it just ain't the same without the JMJ. The 19038. Get along, little hoagie.